Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather and I am a Quantum Healing Hypnosis Practitioner. And in this video, I'm going to share with you an exercise to help you to learn how to visualize so that you can prepare for your Quantum Healing Hypnosis session. Now, I gotta start off by saying that visualization during a session is not necessary. There are many amazing ways to receive information during your session, and there are some of us that are very visual and then some of us who are not very visual. I used to classify myself in the not very visual in that group. However, over time, as I've had more sessions for myself, I've done more meditations, and I've practiced more with my visualization skills, it has become much easier. So I feel like for those who feel like I can't visualize, I can't ever see anything in meditations, you just have to practice. It's almost like a muscle that if you're not using it, that muscle is going to be weak. It's not going to work in the way that it could if you were lifting weights every day and you were really, really using that muscle. So visualization is very much like that, and you can begin to practice to strengthen that ability so that when you do have a hypnosis session, you hopefully will be able to see more things within your session. Again, I want to stress it's not necessary to have a great session. When I'm working with a client before their session, I will tell them that it is perfectly normal and fine for you to connect in with the information through your inner senses. So maybe through an inner knowing, like you just know what is around you, or you know why you're in the scene. You understand what it is that's important for you to, why you're experiencing this past life or this future life or whatever it is that we're looking at. You just have that inner knowing, or you feel that there are certain things around you. You feel the things that you're wearing on your body. You have that inner feeling, and those are all perfect ways of receiving information and the way that many of us receive information. The biggest thing with that is you just have to learn to really trust what's coming to you in a session without analyzing, overthinking, or worrying that you're making it up, because I will tell you, these sessions very much will feel like you're making it up. Remember, this information is coming through you. It's coming through your filtering system. You are bringing forward the information. Sometimes it's going to sound like you. It's going to feel like you're making it up. But the best advice that I can give is just to allow yourself to make it up. Go into these sessions with the mindset of I'm going to have fun. I'm not going to worry about what I'm saying. I always say, worry about what you're saying after the session. When you go back and listen to what came through, that's when you can worry about what you said. Otherwise, just allow that information to flow through, because the more that you can be in that mindset of allowing and not worrying, not overthinking things too much, that's when the most amazing information begins to flow through, and it comes through in such an easy and effortless way. So, not necessary to visualize, but I will tell you, you can practice and prepare for your sessions. Guided meditations or just a practice of meditation is extremely helpful. I say this in a lot of my videos because you are learning to quiet that conscious, chatty mind, the mind that's always busy with what you have to do, what's going on, what's next, your to-do list, all those things. Meditation in any form is going to help you to begin to quiet that mind. So if you are feeling nervous before your session, you may want to really set aside some time each day, as much as you can, as often as you can, to begin to prepare through meditation and quieting the mind, and through working with some visualization exercises. So the visualization exercise that we're going to do today, I'm going to walk you through one. It's very similar to the one that I provide to my clients when they sign up for a session. I give them a beach meditate or beach visualization that they can walk through. This is just a similar version, may even have a little bit more in this one that we're going to do today. But what I want you to do is use this as a template. You do not have to take yourself to a beach and visualize a beach. If you don't like the beach or you're not a fan of water, no problem. Use this just as a template, and then take your experience into a forest or to your favorite vacation place, or even sitting around your home. This type of visualization work can be done anywhere that you want to take yourself. It's simply a process of creating these images and these thoughts and feelings and emotions in your mind and allowing yourself to imagine and create this scene. That's what we're doing in a hypnosis session. Although you're not fully imagining it, it is coming to you. You're receiving that information. But when you tap into that ability to imagine things, that's when you really get a good, strong connection in your session. So if you'd like to follow along with this exercise, go ahead and do that. Or if you just want to listen, again, you can use this in any setting or location that you like. But what I'd like you to do now is go ahead, if you want to follow along, close your eyes. And I want you to take a few deep breaths in, just breathing deeply. The breath is so important, and that is another wonderful practice that you can take up prior to your hypnosis session. The breath moves the energy through the body, and for me, it opens up that channel and that connection to your higher guidance. It allows that information to flow through in a much more smooth way. So breathing deeply, bringing the breath all the way through the body, just closing your eyes. And I want you to imagine standing on your favorite beach. And if you don't have a favorite beach, just imagine a beach. And I want you to look down at the sand. And again, we're creating these images with our mind. We're imagining them. We're making them up. Every one of us knows what a beach looks like. You've seen one either in person or even on the TV at some point. So just imagine. And as you look down at the sand, I want you to notice, what does the sand look like? What color is the sand? Is it light? Is it dark? What is the texture of the sand? Notice if it's smooth or if it's grainy. Are there any shells or rocks that you notice in the sand? And does the sand feel warm or does it feel cool under your feet? If you were to scoop the sand up with your hand, what would it feel like? Would it feel smooth? Would it feel a little gritty and grainy to you? Just really imagine what the texture would be like. And allow yourself to feel that texture in your mind. Now bring your attention to the water in front of you. What color is it? Is it a dark, deep blue? Is it more of an aqua color? Notice if the water is rough or if it's smooth. Are there waves? Or is the water very calm? Is the water deep or is it shallow where you can easily see the bottom? Notice if you're able to see any fish or any dolphins swimming in the water. Are there any boats off in the distance? And if so, what do they look like? Now I want you to look up at the sky. Is it a clear day, or are there clouds? Are you able to see the sun, or is it covered? What is the temperature? What does it feel like? What does the air feel like around you? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it breezy? Try and allow yourself to feel what that wind or what that cool breeze, that warm breeze would feel like if you can feel it blowing. Just creating it in your mind. Are there any seagulls or other birds flying around or on the beach? And if so, what sounds do you hear? What sounds do the birds make? Notice if you have a beach chair. And if so, what does it look like? What is it made of? Is it made of wood? Is it made of plastic? Is it made of another material? Is there a beach umbrella? And is that umbrella open or is it closed? Notice the size of the umbrella. Is it large and covers the chair? Or is it small and just covers a small portion? What color is the umbrella? Is it solid? Are there multiple colors on it? Do you have a beach towel? Is the material smooth and soft, or is it rough? Notice the color of the towel. Is it solid? Is there a pattern or a design on it? Notice if you have any food there with you. And if so, what did you bring? Do you have a sandwich? Maybe some snacks or some fruit? Now, I want you to imagine that you brought an orange with you to the beach. I want you to pick up that orange. Just visualize holding that orange in your hands. And you can visualize or imagine peeling that orange. Or you can even see that it is already peeled and ready for you to eat. Now, I want you to imagine taking a bite of that orange. And if you don't like oranges, you can use any fruit that you do like. And as you take a bite of the orange or another piece of fruit, what does it taste like to you? Just imagine the taste of that fruit. Really tune into that energy, recalling in your mind what that fruit tastes like. Take a breath in and imagine that you're smelling that fruit. What does it smell like to you? Now, bring your attention back to the beach. Notice what else is around you. Are there other people there, or are you alone? And if there are others there with you, what are they doing? What else stands out to you on this beach, in this place? What do you notice? Now bring your attention back to yourself. And I want you to imagine how you would feel in this place. What are some of the thoughts that you may be having as you are there on this beach? What are some of the emotions that you might experience in this place? How do you feel? So, this is just a great example of how you begin to practice with visualization. You are closing your eyes and you're allowing yourself to imagine or create this scene. And the thing to remember is you want to use all of your senses. You want to smell something, you want to taste something, you want to feel the things around you. You want to imagine and see the colors, and you're creating all of this with your mind, so you don't necessarily have to see it, but you can imagine it. We've all seen all of these things that I used in this exercise. So you could do this in a forest, in a beautiful garden. You could do this anywhere that you want to just sit and visualize. And the nice thing is when you are visualizing in this way, you are also meditating. So I don't know if I really like this saying, but it's sort of the killing two birds with one stone. There's got to be a better saying than that, but it's getting both of those in at the same time. And so if you're not great at sitting and quieting the mind and doing a meditation, you can practice with the visualization. So your mind is sort of active, but you're also tapping into that ability to create. You're getting into that creative side. You're getting out of the analytical side of your brain that's always busy, and you're moving into the creative side of your brain, and that is a good thing. So I wanted to share this exercise with you. I get this question all the time. I'm worried that I'm not going to have a good session. I'm not going to be able to do it. If you feel that way, then I highly, highly, highly recommend practicing. Practice. It's not going to hurt to get all the practice in before your session through meditation, whether it's quieting the mind, whether it's guided meditations. I have quite a few guided meditations on my channel. I think they're in a playlist, or I know they're in a playlist, so you're welcome to look through those, but you can use any guided meditations that you feel drawn to. And if guided meditations don't work for you, I know they don't work for everybody. They just don't, some people just don't like them. I would always recommend listening to some meditation music, binaural beats, something that helps to quiet the chatty mind that gets the thoughts to stop. So you begin to focus on something else, and it takes your focus away from all of the thoughts that you're having. So those are some wonderful ways to help you prepare. But use this exercise and then begin to create your own, and that is going to help to strengthen your ability to visualize. Again, keeping in mind that your way of receiving information in these sessions may not be visually, and that's okay. But if you're practicing, that is going to help you. It's going to help you to have a better experience in your session. and it's just gonna make it really great for you. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about visualizing or anything else that I can help you with, be sure to leave me a comment below. If you are interested in having a session, you can find my information in the description. You can check out my website, check out my calendar, and see if there's any dates that work for you. I'd love to work with you. I also have an email list if you're interested in keeping up with new sessions and things that are coming out, or just when I have new client sessions to share. You can get on that list. It's the link under the Get My Free Quantum Healing Starter Guide. You can click on that and that's going to add you to my email list. And then I also have a Telegram group. Feel free to join. I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I'll see you in the next one.